Hi everyone and welcome back to a new daily recap trading gold on the 1 minute time frame aiming for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. So today I had some really big spikes in my cortisol. The market moved great, but I didn't do well. So if you want to support me, please subscribe to the channel because I saw that 80% of you is not yet subscribed. So let's start by saying that the London Open session was horror because as you can see, on the 50-minute time frame, it consolidated, and on the 1 minute time frame, as you can see, there was basically no entry whatsoever. Yeah, maybe this fair value gap at the beginning of the session, but to be honest, guys, I didn't want to join this price action. It was really terrible. And that brings us to the New York session, because as you can see, I saw this 50-minute fair value gap, and you see this black line, which is a 4-hour hidden fair value gap, or to better say, it was an hourly fair value gap with a swing low inside of it. So after price took this level, I expected higher prices, okay? And that was the premise for the New York session. But then what happened? Because I saw price reaching this 50-minute fair value gap, and on the 1 minute time frame, I saw this break of structure, fair value gap, retest, and candle respecting the fair value gap. So as a good ICT trader, once I saw that even this fair value gap was inverted, I decided to go short. And of course, it was the wrong choice. Honestly, about this trade, I want to say that I don't really like the trades where the reversal type trades, because as you can see, you didn't really get many confirmation. I prefer to follow the trend. So for example, if the price is going higher, reaching this fair value gap, maybe I should have entered somewhere around here or here, okay? But yeah, I mean, I should probably avoid these types of trade. And then also when this type of pattern form, it's kind of like they have nerfed this pattern and they don't really work anymore like they used to maybe. But yeah, as you can see, I got stopped out immediately. But right after that, I saw this huge candle, which I decided to not consider really because to be honest, wicks do the damage, right? So I consider only the closing price, and I saw this beautiful fair value gap being tested, retested, and then respected. So I decided to go long. And now is where my cortisol started spiking like hell, because look, I enter right here at the close of this candle, but I'm trading on FTMO with CFDs. So spread filled me up here, and stop loss was below this low. And yeah, you can see the data feed is not precise with it's not the same with the FTMO data feed. So here it says 1.04, but it's not actually the same. Matter of fact, price reached almost the TP and then started reversing, okay? And to be honest, guys, when I saw this retracement, I knew for a fact that price could have entered this fair value gap and then continued higher. Also because, as you can see, on the 5-minute time frame, there was also this fair value gap, and price was also retesting the 50-minute fair value gap from above. So I knew it was a strong possibility. But then, the problem is that I'm really not used to do this because on higher time frame, price action is cleaner. And yeah, honestly, after price went inside of here, I decided to just close the trade at break even and call it a day and say, okay, after this, I won't do anything. But then, as you can see, price started to go higher. And once I saw that inverted this gap and was definitely reaching for this high, I regretted my choice. So what I decided to do was opening a trade on the 5-minute time frame following the same idea, because as you can see, price entered this 5-minute fair value gap, reacted very well from it, and I decided to just enter. As always, spread filled me up here, and stop loss was below this low. So at that point, I saw price taking my old take profit, and already I was tilted because I said, well, of course, right now, I could have been break even for the day. Maybe I would have opened this trade, I could have pyramid the entry, and instead, I'm still -1, and I'm in a trade that maybe I could have avoided. At that point, I was really nervous, and I decided to just set the alerts and close the charts. So I placed an alert around this high, these bodies, okay, just to have some indication, and at the stop loss, okay, right here, the stop loss. And I waited. I waited for I don't know how much it is, but should be 1 hour. I waited an hour entire, bro, an hour on the 5 minute time frame, it's 12 candles. Bro, like the price should move to like at least either the stop loss or like this level should have been reached by that. But price action started to consolidate. And before 9:30, I wanted to check the market and I checked right about here with this candle. And to be honest, guys, if you told me that after an hour price action would have looked like this, I wouldn't have opened the trade. That was my logic. So I decided to close the trade at break even. And of course, guys, if I just waited like 20 minutes, it would have reached take profit, which also was like the high I highlighted, which was my target. So, I mean, today I closed the day with a -1 hour. And to be honest, I should have closed it at break even at least. And look, I'm not proud of today because, I mean, the first loss was kind of avoidable. So it's a lesson for the future. But then also, like this trade, I mean, with futures, I wouldn't have had this problem because I would have made my 1 hour because I would have had the entry right here and the take profit would have been lower. So it would have been take profit easy. And I mean, this second trade, of course, like to be honest, like look, if my trade was closed by this level right here, maybe I would have also opened the second trade. But let's say that if I didn't like, as it happened with my situation, so my trade was still open, most definitely I wouldn't have opened the second trade. So to be honest, I would have been like a break even for today. But yeah, I mean, it's still a lesson, I would say. But to be honest, guys, I'm tired because like I'm not really trading well. So I think I just need to get used to trade the 1 minute time frame and that some weak stuff can happen. But yeah, I mean, today was an important day because apart from my cortisol that I need to chill a little bit, I think I learned some lessons. And as you can see, this is my FTMO dashboard. These are the 3 trades that I opened. And this is the current status of my FTMO challenge. So minus 3.9 at this point. So we are basically at all-time low. And yeah, I mean, I just need a couple of days with good trades and I will recover this challenge. So I'm optimistic for the future, but I need to get some trade right ASAP. But that's it for today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next couple of days with a new day recap.